Bonjour and hello. This is Jennifer Sparks. I'm going to be your tour guide today. We are currently leaving our Marriott resort that is close to Disneyland. We're going to be taking a ride share to the Disneyland train station. Our goal and our destination today is to visit Versailles, France. And I'm going to take you with me and show you what the journey was like. I'm traveling today with my husband Kelly and my daughters Sky and Star. You can find the Disneyland train station at the entrance of Disneyland Resort. Super convenient. This video is filmed December 2024. I am an American. I have never been to Europe before, and this is my first time using any of the trains. My eldest daughter, Sky, has been here before and has used the trains, and she has some knowledge about what to do. This video I'm creating for you today is going to be more of a visual about what the train experience is like. For more information about prices and routes, check out the website. We purchased our one-way fares to Paris there, but you could also buy them online. To get to the town of Versailles, you need to make a transfer in Paris. Obviously, having your own car or a rented one would be the least expensive way to get to Versailles. I'm not certain, though, how the parking works when you arrive there. Taking the train, you have to pay per person, so if you have a very large party, it may be worth it to look into a rideshare or a private transportation service, which is just one fee. We're doing our trip to Versailles as a day trip, all in one day. Our main goal in Versailles is to visit the Palace of Versailles, which is incredible. I have a whole separate video about our visit there. Make sure you get on the right train. I personally prefer the train experience. We really didn't have to worry about anything besides finding the train and buying the tickets. But once you're on, you could just relax and enjoy the views. These trains are up and down. There are 2 floors. Our particular train ride had plenty of seating. We were all able to sit together. You could keep an eye on the stations and what to expect next. This particular train goes right to the airport. Unfortunately, this train will not go straight to Versailles. We have to get off and buy another train ticket and get on another train that will take us to Versailles. Again, I'm not an expert in this. This is my first time doing it. I'm just doing it anyway, so I figure I'll make a video for anybody that may be doing it for the first time too and would like to see a visual about what it is like. For more information, check out this website, paristoversailles.com. It'll explain more accurately how to do it. I'm just showing you what we did. Once we arrive in Versailles, I'm going to be taking you on the walk to get to the Palace of Versailles. It was a very enjoyable and scenic train ride and walk. Come take the journey with us. Here's a look at the double-decker trains. If you're enjoying this video and finding it helpful, please help my channel and hit that like button and consider subscribing to my channel. Once again, we were lucky the train wasn't very crowded, but we split up so we could get different views. This side, I had more of a countryside of Paris view. It was beautiful. And my kids had more of the Paris side. They saw the Eiffel Tower, so depending on where you're sitting will depend on your view. The only problem with the train, which wasn't a problem for us, but it may be a problem for some, is when you get out of the train station, you're not directly at the palace. You're still going to have to walk quite a bit to get there. It's a lot of walking. A day at the palace is so much walking on its own. I think we walked 10 miles this day. Make sure you get some rest on the train. After we visit the palace, I'm going to take you for a little walk around town. The palace will not be in this video, as I mentioned before. That was a separate video. But I will be showing you what is around the palace and where you could dine. For more of my videos about my first time visiting Paris, or Europe in general, please check out my playlist at the end of this video. I'll take you to all the videos that I'm creating. And just like that, we're in Versailles, France. Come join us on the condensed, edited version of our walk to the palace. Please feel free to add any information that you may want to add or share your experience at Versailles or the Palace of Versailles in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Walking around Versailles was pretty easy. Everything was mostly flat. There was a couple staircases that we had to go up and down. That was over by the train station. Feels like a city and a town. It's nothing like Paris. Not nearly as busy as Paris with cars or people. It kind of feels more like a college town. The walk felt very safe. We actually had a really good experience in France. We felt safe everywhere we went. Okay, I mentioned driving before. There is parking you could see right here in front of the palace. I'm not sure, obviously, if there's a parking fee or not. We did not drive. And look, we made it. We are finally at the Palace of Versailles. We spent about an hour and a half here. I took videos. My daughters took selfies. It was a really good time. It's an absolutely gorgeous wow. Lots of wow factor. Our trip to check out the gardens fell a little short because it started to hail. So we thought it would be a great time to check out the town and maybe grab a nice lunch somewhere.
So much for the garden.
Got really windy really fast. Some of this footage I'm showing now was also in my Versailles video that I made of the actual palace. I couldn't decide what video to put it in, so it made the cut for both of them. My final thoughts of the day is I loved it. I thought it was great, and I really liked the train ride. I thought, as for someone that's never done it before, and the fact that it wasn't that busy, I thought it was a great experience. I love this town here. And my final thoughts is if I were to come again, I'm not sure if this is a one and done for me or if I will come here again, but I would definitely spend the night. I feel like it was almost too much for me in one day. Getting back and forth, it's like an hour and a half there, an hour and a half back. I feel like if we spent the night here, it would have been so much more enjoyable because then we could have got out the next day, had a nice breakfast, and then when we were ready, venture out back to our hotel. We were personally staying over at the Marriott by Disneyland. We ended up going out for pizza. I never had pizza in France before. Let's see how this goes. This place was really cute. The service was really nice. They didn't speak too much English and we didn't speak too much French, but we were able to communicate well. We split a bottle of wine and that was fabulous after being in a hailstorm. That neighborhood was really cute. It was fun to walk down. There was stores and ice cream parlors and hotels. I would definitely find a hotel next time, if I were to go there next time. I don't know, there's a lot of places I still want to go. And isn't that what life's about? To hit your bucket list, not to just sit and say someday, 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 and to be with family and friends and loved ones and try pizza in France. I don't know, I just love trying different foods in different places rather than going to your, neighborhood Applebee's all the time. This was just so neat and so cool. Just even going to grocery stores and seeing the different items. I don't know, I think the whole experience was fabulous for me. Before we head back to our resort, we have to go get some ice cream. I think it was gelato. The food in France is amazing, but you're doing so much walking. The calories are negative. If you're thinking of going to France and you're really not sure, just do it. You're the only one that can make it happen. And take lots of pictures. Take pictures of everything. And videos. Take a lot of videos to capture these moments. Here it is 2 weeks later, and I'm watching the video, and I have such a warm spot in my heart. Traveling will definitely expand your brain capacity, and watching your videos back will definitely reinforce the information and the visuals that you took in. Here it is a couple weeks later, and it feels like a gift being able to see this all over again. But more importantly, above taking pictures and videos, though it is important, make sure that you go on the trips. Make sure that you leave your house. I was in a situation for years where I didn't want to leave my house. And look at me now. I'm in Paris. I hope my channel can inspire others that anybody can do this. You can do this. If you could dream it, you could believe it. If you could believe it, you could book it. And if you book it, you could live it. And you don't need to be rich to do this. You just need to be savvy. Most people wake up in the morning and go on Facebook. I wake up in the morning and go on travel websites to see what the best deals are. And I want to inspire others that they can do this too. Make a list of your bucket list of places you want to go and begin to check them off. because every day we live is a gift on this vacation that we are on, that we know as life. This is your host and your tour guide, Jennifer Sparks. If you are still with me, you are a total rock star. Thank you so much. Click here to see more of my videos of Paris. Be well to yourself and be kind to others, and safe travels to you.